All right, so we got 3 games going tonight in the NBA. 3 interesting games. Obviously, Boston absolutely rolling, right? 8 straight up wins and covers, and they've been pretty comfortable in general with those covers, playing great defense. And Atlanta, of course, absolutely essing the bed, except for the last game where they went in and beat Cleveland, who's essing the bed almost even more. There's more excrement on the Cleveland Cavaliers bed than there is on Atlanta's bed, right?
One bed does have more excrement.
I mean, it's just so good for Atlanta. Now they're on a back-to-back. They come home, and now they got to face Boston. Feels like, unless Boston maybe is getting complacent, which it doesn't feel like that's the kind of team that they are, at least yet, feels like Boston should be the play here. I'll admit I did bet it at -8, and maybe the first half at -4.5 is an even better bet. What do you think, Jim?
I'm definitely taking the Celtics this evening. Yeah. As Pete said, both teams played yesterday, but the Celtics used all 13 of their players, and no one played over 29 minutes.
Right.
The Hawks have 5 players. They're missing Delaney, Bembry, Ilyasova, Muscala, and Plumlee. They have an 8-player rotation. They're getting huge contributions from unexpected players. Nevada's Luke Babbitt played 42 minutes, put up 17. I mean, these guys are expending a ton of energy to win on the road versus the Cavs, and I think they're going to be in big trouble tonight against the Celtics, who've allowed 94 points or fewer in every one of their 8-game winning streaks.
Yeah.
Fourth in rebounds at 48 a game. They're playing very well.
Yeah, I mean, my only it just seems a little bit too easy, a little bit too obvious, but maybe not. I'm just always concerned that that a team like Boston, when they start really similar to how you were on Friday, right? You dominated 4 days in a row, and then you just got a little bit unfocused.
Are you getting joy? Are you getting joy out of my tough Friday?
No, I'm just saying it's actually it's something I have to remind myself of as well. And we saw it happen. We'll get into the NHL in a second, but it's definitely happening with Toronto, right? We saw it happen with Golden State, right? That's elite company right there.
Well, it's nice to be in a conversation with Toronto and Golden State.
Golden State, Toronto, and Boston, that's elite company. The Golden State, Toronto, Boston, and Jimmy the Bag. If you're in that company, that's pretty elite company. But the one pitfall of being an elite performer is that you have to be careful of being complacent, right?
Yeah.
Complacency. And I'm just concerned that might happen with Boston here.
I don't think it will.
Right.
I think they're still trying to prove so much with Hayward out of the lineup. I was going over the roster this morning, and there's not a lot there.
I know.
They are doing a ton with a little, and Kyrie likes that.
Yeah.
He enjoys that, and he's got these 2 kids, these 2 studs to bring up with him in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I think he's just loving this situation. I think he is happy when he gets to the dressing room, and I just think they're going to keep rolling. And the Hawks have really impressed, they've really impressed, but this is a very difficult situation. I don't think they'll be able to take care of.
I did. All right. I did bet it at -8. It's now 8.5 market wide, and I will definitely at least give the first half -4.5, -102 as an official pick. That's a line at Pinnacle right now, -4.5, -102. And how do you want to do this one, Jim?
I'm going to take the full game, -8.5.
-8.5, -101 at Pinnacle right now. I'm just thinking it's possible that the depth will benefit Boston in the second half, right? More than in the first half. I just feel like Atlanta's going to come out lethargic.
Native Queen asks, what do we think about the under?
That's a tough one. I mean, again, it's Boston has been absolutely clamping down on defense here. Now on the back-to-back, I'm thinking, if they do get a little bit but let me put it this way. If Boston does come in here a little bit complacent, I think the game goes over because they relax on defense a little bit,
I agree. I think that would be the fear, is that they would not if there is any complacency, it would show up on the defensive end, not the offensive end.
So Boston on the team total over at 107, plus 108 at Pinnacle right now. It's probably 106.5 at other places. Also very tempting. But, and then if they do clamp down on defense, the Atlanta team total under. Atlanta's been a dead over team recently, though. So, all right. So Jim's on the 8.5 full game. I'm on the first half -4.5, 102. And should I double up on this one? I don't know.
It's always dangerous on the second when both teams are on the second half. There's more volatility.
Yeah. All right. I'll just stick with the first half. If they lose the first half and cover the full game, that's another example of me trying to get cute and getting bit. But Jim will have a winner of that, so that will be nice. Let's move on. All right. Brooklyn and Phoenix, of course, they played recently, right? Phoenix actually won comfortably and kind of dominated them, right? They out-rebounded them. Brooklyn's leading rebounder, that guy Booker, was out last game. I didn't check to see if he's his status for this game, but but do we know if he's going to be in or not? Trevor Booker?
Booker will not, I believe. Yeah, Trevor Booker and Jarrett Allen are out,
Yeah.
but Quincy AC will be back in the lineup, and he should help because he was hitting 53% from three.
Yeah, so it's you have to think that Brooklyn, wants to get it. I mean, they've been off since their road loss to the Lakers, and Phoenix is on a back-to-back, so it feels like it sets up for a nice, bounce back or a revenge spot for Brooklyn, and also maybe a shot with the under because Brooklyn knows they've been getting absolutely torched, and so maybe for this game with trying to get a win here against a team that beat them a few days ago, they clamped down. So on my personal account I bet the under. I think I got 235, maybe it was 235.5, and I did bet Brooklyn at +1. It's now up to 1.5 market wide. Jim, are you going to make a play on this one?
I think you're absolutely on the right track,
Yeah.
but I got burnt last time these two teams played. I had the Nets; they were up 8, and then Suns went on that 24-8 run. So I'm hoping there's a little revenge in mind.
Yeah.
And but these teams are just awful defensively. Brooklyn's allowing 119.3 points per game and 30th. Suns are right behind them at 116.5 points per game. So the big difference in this game is the rest.
Yes.
Right? That's when you mentioned that.
And the revenge.
I don't know how much. I hope there's revenge.
There's got to be. If you get beat by a team, like this was 3 weeks ago, it wouldn't matter, but it was just a few games ago,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. My man Nate the Great says Nets +1.5 will be coming out playing defense. Nate Dog 420 says Brooklyn +2 over 235, so he's completely with you.
No, I like the under. I was leaning under. I bet the under. I think I got 235.5. It's now down to 234 or 234.5. So I was leaning Nets and the Nets under, and maybe the Nets on the first half is a little better because I don't like the rebounding issues that they had in the last game. I mean, that's something that is rest tends to that might not be something that the rest will help them with here.
I'm concerned with this game and won't be putting in an official pick. I felt burnt. And I felt unclear with the way how good the Suns are. I'm going to watch this game, but I'm unclear. I need to see them play more. I don't feel like I got a good read on either team right now, and I'm fearful.
All right, I'm going to take shots here. I'm going to take Brooklyn on the first half +0.5. First half +0.5 minus 110. That's the line right now at Bookmaker. I did bet the under on this one, which is very risky, obviously. But I think that Brooklyn's, if there's any game that Brooklyn's going to try to play a little bit more defense, it's going to be this one. I did bet the under at 235.5, so I will take the under full game. 234.5 is the best line right now, and -110. A bunch of places have that one -110. So I'm taking Brooklyn first half +0.5 -110. And the under 234.5 -110. I've been deciding that I've been trying to make a decision, trying to force myself to give more of my leans as official picks because my leans have been doing so well as additionally. So I those are both picks that would be leans if I didn't give them. So I'm going to make both those picks here. Obviously, you can make a strong case on the opposite side of both those plays, and they might both lose. But those are my picks. I did bet them, and I'll take them, Jim.
Yeah, I get it. Some people are with you. LT says under is a very good play. Earl Jackson says Nets over. B. Adaball says Nets over.
Look, I can certainly understand why. I mean, and it's one of these things where I could easily see the Nets clamping down on defense for the first 6 minutes, and then the other 42 minutes just become what these teams like to do. So I see that all the time in the NBA. But I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Malevolent Elephant. Yes, take the under. Malevolent Elephant. That's a good name. That's a good. And a new commenter. Never seen this guy before.
Yeah.
Thanks to all the new commenters. Thank you very much to all the new commenters. Clapping for you guys. Really, really appreciate it. Allison says, Jimmy, first time betting horses. That shit was fun Friday. Wow, Allison, fun. Jim, very nice. Earl Jackson says no defense on either teams. Yes. I know, but the thing is, even with no defense, if you look at at Phoenix's games, they still haven't been. Most of them haven't been shooting over the mid 230s. They've been just getting over there. So all it would take is just a little bit of a change in pace and execution for the game to stay under. So I agree. I understand Earl Jackson. Historically, I've actually that's been one of my worst habits in the NBA is trying to get cute with high scoring teams with high totals and taking unders. And so I'm very aware of not doing that right now, but I am going to do it in this case, and I'm going to try. All right, Andrew G says Suns have more talented roster and home. Give me them. Yeah, I'm concerned about the Suns taking this one late, actually, coming out here a little bit slow, and then the rebounding takes over. So I'm taking the Nets just on the first half. LT says under is a very good play. All right, I hope this guy LT knows what he's talking about. Vishnu Ace says Nets first half +5, plus a half. I don't know if he's just writing down what my pick was, or if he says he likes that one. But another brand new commenter, Vishnu Ace. Wow, a lot of great new commenters. What was that guy? Benny Butters? What was that? Benny Butters, Vishnu Ace, and Earl Jackson. And who the hell are all these? This is awesome. Yeah, Adam Morin. Oh, thanks so much to all these awesome commenters, brand new commenters, and some of them with awesome names. Irrelevant Elephant. Oh, no, Malevolent Elephant. All right, let's see. Melvin Morrell asking for low-hanging fruit. We'll get to that one. Let's see. Sean Williams likes Nets first quarter. Yeah, Sean Williams, you might be right there. The first quarter is probably an even better bet than the first half, and the first quarter plays are not out yet, but maybe I'll throw that one on there as well. Jesus Cabrera says, Pete, I like the under 234.5. Yeah, look, yes, all right. Okay, a lot of Salmon A Clinic. Pete, I've gotten so burned on under this year in general. Yeah, all right, Justin Sergi saying, why are we spending so much time on this Suns Nets? LOL. All right, let's move on. Interesting game, Miami and Golden State. Of course, Golden State. We knew that they were going to see. This is what I keep telling you, Jim. When you're executing at elite level, your biggest enemy can be yourself. And obviously that was the case for Golden State for a while. Now, though, 3 straight blowout ATS wins, and now they're back home. Miami on a back-to-back. Obviously, getting Whiteside back is great, but does Golden State's dominance continue, or does lethargy set in? What do you think, Jim? I
think that the Warriors are going to dominate this game. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, first, Dion Waiters has left for the birth of his daughter. Unlikely to be available. It's not 100% clear. If Waiters is not there, the Heat can't get into a shootout.
Right.
Olnick, some of these guys can shoot, but Waiters is the key to any kind of offensive battle. And the Heat looked good yesterday when they beat the Clippers. They were up 24, and of course the Clippers came back late, which was expected. The Warriors can't be too complacent at home because they're 2-2.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. The Warriors, went on the road, started to dominate. Now they're coming back home where they know they were struggling. And so does that dominance carry over? My sense is that it probably does. I want to take Golden State -9. That's definitely a lean, but I don't know if I want to give it officially.
Yeah, the Clippers won by 20. They beat the Clippers by 28. Then they beat the Spurs by 20. Then they beat the Nuggets by 9. But the spread is 16, isn't it?
16 and a half. Oh, let me see.
It's down to 15 and a half.
The full game is minus 15 and a half or 16 at some places. And in general, I like to take first halves with Golden State instead of the full games. So, the first half -9 is definitely the way that I would be leaning here. And you know what? I will give it. First half -9. -106. It's a little high. It's a little up there. Whiteside obviously is awesome, but my sense is that that Golden State does come back here and tries to establish some kind of home dominance that they just were able to establish on the road.
I think that's a good side to be on. I am going to make an official pick on the under.
I was thinking about that as well. It's now 226 market wide. Tell us why you like the under here, Jim.
Well, one of the keys is that Waiters isn't going to be there, and I just feel like the only way to make this work, this game, is to slow the pace down and not get into a shootout. Give the ball to Whiteside and let him hang on to it for a while and then pass it out and then go right back to Whiteside and keep letting Whiteside just slowly work his way into the basket so that you can slow down the pace. I would if I was coaching, if I was Spoelstra in this game, that's what I would do. I would keep going in and out, in and out, in and out, and I would take 22 seconds of every shot clock opportunity, and that's how I would coach it. And so if Spoelstra does that, which I can't see him going any other way, then it should go under.
Yeah. It's 226 -110. I was thinking that way as well. I was thinking that the under might be a decent play. Actually, I think I bet it at 227. I got a good number on that one. Right now, it's 226 -110 is the best line. BetOnlineSportsBetting.ag has -115, so there do appear to be some leans to the under. Pinnacle also has -110, so that counts as a lean to the under for Pinnacle. Under 226 -110. Is that an official pick for you, Jim?
It is an official pick, and my man Jansen says easier said than done, Jimmy. You're right, absolutely. I get it.
Yes.
Rise Hacks C says Gold State for the win and the under. And then Vishnu Ace likes Miami Heat first quarter at +5.5. Delta 7575 says I got Miami +9 first half and first half money line. B Simpson says I wouldn't take Golden State -9 first half. And one of the things that I've noticed with Golden State is that, and now this can change. So Native Queen has Golden State first half. B Adabal says never take Golden State under. Nate the Great says Golden State will win but not cover.
Wow. All crazy, wacky opinions all over the place in chat, Jim.
Malevolent Elephant, take under 226.
Malevolent Elephant.
Another song?
Irrelevant elements. Yes, periodic table of elements. Ooh. Here we go. Let's do this.
Oh, shit. Let's rap Pico out here, man. We're going to bust some ill lyrics.
I think whatever Malevolent Elephant says on this one, 3 of the last 4 times they played it went under 226. Yeah. All right. A lot of uncertainty here, which is understandable, right? You can make a great case for, I mean, Golden State was only a few short days ago that Golden State was a clear auto fade, playing sloppy, not playing defense, and way overvalued. So, listen, I'm going to take it. I hope I don't come back and get burned, but my read in the NBA overall this year has been pretty good, and I'm going to try to give my lean. So I'm taking the first half -9, -106. Are you taking the under, Jim?
I am taking the under, -110,
all right.
220.
And I also decided I am going to throw on the Nets first quarter pinnacle opener. I like the Nets early, and I think if they lose the first quarter, they probably will come back and win the half. They might win both the half and the quarter. So I'm taking that one 3 ways. Again, I'm tripling up, but that's okay. I'm trying to give more of my leans here as official picks. So that's it for NBA. But Jim, you have Boston -8.5, -101, and the Miami Golden State under 226, -110. I'm on Boston first half -4.5, -102. The Nets first quarter, I'll take the pinnacle opener on that one. The first half plus a half -110, and the under 234.5, -110. And I'm also on Golden State first half -9, -106. And it's 3 tricky games. You can make a strong case, opposing all of the picks that we've given, Jim. But that's the way most of the NBA goes. There are some, days in the NBA where there's pretty clear low-hanging fruit, and I think we've identified some in the weeks leading up till now. But not today. Today, 3 tough, interesting games. I'm okay with all the picks that I am giving out here, and hopefully I won't get too burned. If I do wind up getting burned, hopefully it'll be only just a little bit, right?
Jesus is asking what the Golden State solo over is.
The Golden State team total is let me see, 120.5 -107. Yeah, that could go either way. I would not want to touch that one either which way. Could easily see Golden State winning this one like 116 to 92 or something like that.
That's another thing. If the Warriors blow them out, then the under is the spot for sure.
All right, so Jim, interesting call on Miami Golden State under. Let's just give the comments one quick, because I love all these commenters, people who are watching, commenting. Let's give it one more quick once over, and then move on to NHL. All right, Jim?
Yep.
All right, why don't we both look at it and just shout out any comments that
Jansen Bonzen, Golden State will score between 125 and 130.
Okay, well that's bodes well for my first half play. Does not bode well for your under. Philip Agee says, I'm telling you, Whiteside's legs won't be there. Golden State spreads the floor. Excellent comment from Philip Agee. Whiteside was actually talking about how he was still getting into that's absolutely true. Even it's very tempting when a team gets a big star dominant player like that to just jump on him, bam, right? But it takes to play at if this guy just going into a street pickup game, yeah, he's going to dominate even if he's just been sitting on his couch for the past 6 months. But to play at an elite NBA level, you really do have to get into peak conditioning, and that does not, even if you're friggin' Whiteside, that does not come immediately in the first game back.
Absolutely. And Angel Romero has a great point saying Miami ran out of gas yesterday, so Golden State should take the first quarter easily.
Yeah, excellent point by Philip Age there about Whiteside and his legs in general. Yes.
Now I expected Whiteside's legs to be really tired in Denver. I made a big point of it, and they weren't. So, but now this a back-to-back is a totally different animal.
Yeah.
But he impressed me with his ability to handle the adversity of being off for six.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's obviously a huge plus for Miami long term, and even in the very, very medium term to get Whiteside back. But in this spot against Golden State, all things considered, I'm willing to take a shot with Golden State on the first half, and if I lose it, I will eat the unit. Okay, I will eat the unit. Okay.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.